Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hope you are having a fantastic day. We've got a little bit of WNBA All-Star Game weekend drama going on. Well, more for the three-point shooting contest. For those of you that don't know, Caitlin Clark is not doing the three-point contest, which, so what? Don't care. Sabrina Ionescu is not doing it either. I believe she's the defending champ. The NBA, a lot of the stars don't do the three-point contest or the dunk contest anymore. It's sort of a gimmicky thing. When they first had them, it was cool, and you had all the stars doing them, going all the way back to Michael Jordan and guys like Vince Carter and things like that. But it's just not. These athletes would rather have the break. They would rather have the time in the middle of a very, very hectic season. So here we have David Dennis asked about Caitlin Clark not doing the three-point contest. And if you know who David Dennis is, he is one of those in the media who likes to get into his brain's been broken with regarding Caitlin Clark just a little bit. So of course he's going to take this opportunity to go after her and her fans about the hypocrites they are by complaining about the Olympics and being okay with this. So let's listen to a little bit of what little DD has to say here. Oh, that works out perfectly. David Dennis Jr. Yeah, Jr. sounds about right. Here we go.
This is a missed opportunity, and as much for Caitlin Clark as it is for all those people who spent all that time talking about how could Team USA not have her on the team, because how do you grow the game without Caitlin Clark? This is another opportunity. What are they going to say now? Because Caitlin Clark has opted out of an opportunity that will grow the game. We saw when Ionescu broke the record for the three-point competition, she grew the game and it became a mainstream moment. And so
Okay, he just babbles on with that stuff. First of all, Sabrina Ionescu with a three-point contest performance did not grow the game in any way, shape, or form. And I believe the All-Star game last year, the ratings were like 800,000 or something for the All-Star game, not the three-point shooting contest. No one watches this stuff in the NBA either. This is absolutely absurd to compare an All-Star game weekend activity like the three-point shooting contest with playing on the United States Olympic team on the world stage, where you're actually playing the sport that you want people to watch. Everybody already knows Caitlin Clark's a great three-point shooter, and which, by the way, the other draw with her three-point shooting is the distance from which she shoots a lot of her threes. She won't be doing that if she were to be competing in the three-point shooting contest. She'd be at the line just like anybody else. People can go watch her pregame warm-ups with her threes when she goes around the world, and the distance from which she shoots, that's more exciting than the three-point shooting contest. Doesn't grow the game in any way, shape, or form. As he says in this tweet, a three-point competition does nothing to grow the game. Exactly. The Olympics is the biggest global stage for talented women's basketball players. Massive opportunity to make the game more global. There's absolutely zero correlation. Agree 100%. The idea, but this guy wants any opportunity he can. So he's going to go after Caitlin Clark about not doing it and the missed opportunity, and go after her fans that they should be complaining about this the way they did about making the Olympic roster, which is absolutely, utterly ridiculous. He should be completely and totally embarrassed to have this take on national television, but I don't think he's got it upstairs to be embarrassed by something like this. I don't think he gets why he should be embarrassed by something like this. But that's what happens. Caitlin Clark has broken their brains. Broken their brains. And I saw, and I believe this, it was a reliable source. I've seen this a couple places for stuff like this, like for the NBA in getting people for this, the three-point contest or the dunk contest. There's months of preparation involved in lining up who's going to do it, because you'll get a lot of people that decline. and they look for the opportunity to take this rest. And I saw the other day, I don't know if anyone saw it, I saw Caitlin was asked about the 3-point contest, and this was just a few days ago, I believe. It was definitely this week. And she said that she hadn't even been asked yet. So, that being the case, you would put that. Now, I'm not saying Caitlin would have done it if she had been asked 2 months ago, but actually, it might have been more likely because she might not have been thinking about how drained she might be at this point in the season. But if that's the case with the WNBA, that's 100% on the WNBA to wait until the last minute. That's really disrespectful of your players because I don't know, they might have done it to all of them, not just Caitlin. That's why I'm saying two players. It's not going to make it a Caitlin Clark thing. If that's what the WNBA did with regard to asking their players about the 3-point shooting contest, that just once again goes back to what an incompetent organization this is because there's no accountability. They don't have to make money to stay in business. So you get this nonsense. As this guy says here, Dave, did anyone ask Caitlin why she didn't want to do it? I hate all the speculation. The reward isn't big enough. Now, he's not saying she said that, but the reward isn't big enough for her to do it. And I would agree. She's been nonstop for almost a year. She probably just didn't want to stress about another thing. Plus, I imagine her and Sabrina will team up for something on NBA All-Star Weekend. Speculation. This guy, I believe, covers Iowa sports, or forget if he's one of the Iowa guys or Indiana Fever. Yeah, Iowa Hawkeye. Um, So he's got some sources, and I would lean toward that. I mean, just she's had enough on her plate. Why do it? There's no upside. And again, Sabrina didn't do it either. And like this person says, Caitlin not doing it is acceptable considering Sabrina, the contest record holder from this, isn't doing it. I'm disappointed though. Don't think it does much to grow the game. 100%. Acting like this is a good consolation prize. It isn't. We know she's good at threes, as does the country. Yeah, exactly my point. The Olympic team is the biggest stage, and it's seeing the actual product that you're trying to grow. The WNBA isn't a league of 3-point shooting competitions. It's supposedly a professional basketball league. Please, Cece has every right to opt out of a ratings sideshow where she has been playing continuously for approximately 100 years. Not quite, but probably a year, and was snubbed for the Olympics. What a bad look for ESPN. Is he for real or is he just playing the contrarian card because it becomes a talking point on that show? Clark doesn't owe the W anything. It's the other way around, if anything. Dude just blatantly misses. People were upset she didn't make the cut, which is not up to her. Why would there be outrage if she herself chose to not participate in a 3-point contest? Yeah, 100%. 100% agree with that. Completely different thing. And again, not to mention the magnitude of anybody here listening who's going to watch the 3-point shooting contest, let me know in the comments below. I don't know that the 87 people who would have tuned in, even if Caitlin was doing it, would actually grow the game. But this is just making the point of how they were treated by how she was treated by the WNBA and Team USA for in terms of the Olympics with Jen Rosati and Cheryl Reeve. Thank goodness we have Cheryl Miller coaching the All-Star team. And this is a good. There you go. ESPN could have kicked in a lot more money to entice folks to participate, knowing that they would get the ratings. Great point. Great point. ESPN could have forked over some cash. I think that's about it. Yeah, anyone watching the 3-point contest is already watching the WNBA. Absolutely 100%. I like this idea, by the way. I prefer to see a horse competition. You have my vote. Troit. Troit? Golson? All right. Literally no one watches All-Star Weekend. 100%. I'll tell you what, I am interested in the ratings for the All-Star game itself compared to last year. That's going to be an interesting thing to see. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about what little Dave is saying. Do you think it's the same thing? Do you think this is a missed opportunity to grow the game compared to on the same level as the Olympics? Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. It helps out so much. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you later.